This is a new project I'm working on. It's a phoenix. It's for a pen that we have called Rising Phoenix. A phoenix is a fantastical character, I guess you'd call it, an imaginary character, much like dragons. There are some birds that they believe they're taken from, but you can't find a photo of a phoenix. So this is part imagination. The head I sketched from the photo of an actual bird. And then I just looked at others' interpretations of what the phoenix supposedly looks like in fantasy stories. So this is what I came up with. I want to do a test of the colors I want to use. I toyed with the idea of inking in all the detail, erasing out the pencil and adding color, but I don't want to be that rigid. I want it to have more of an impressionistic or even a post-impressionistic style. So I'm just going to play around with some colors on this piece of tracing paper, and if I like what I'm doing, I can pin that up and kind of go by it as a gauge. So a friend of mine, when I was discussing this with her, because we're both artists and so we'll bounce ideas off on each other, was that the hottest flame is blue and even purple in the very center. So just to think in terms of oranges, yellows, reds is not quite maybe accurate. I love the ideas of oranges and pinks together like this. So what I think I'm going to do is I might start out with some purple down in here and then pull it out, and as it's coming out I might even get into some yellow green kind of color, and then as it comes down that will turn into the yellow, which would turn into the orange, and then the hot pink would be on top of that. So that's what I'm thinking, but it may look terrible, hence the tracing paper. So here we go. Now I've already added some pink on here. So I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna dip my sponge in and start going. So one color I was thinking was this purple. So I'm just gonna throw some of that in to this area. Now I think I've done this once before on a video. It may not have been on YouTube. It may have been when I was on TikTok for a very short time, and I've deleted my TikTok account. I've deleted the app. I don't think I actually went in and deleted the account. So just not really loving being on TikTok. A lot of material on there I don't care for. I know there's some good stuff on there too. I just didn't find it to my, didn't seem to fit me. I like to be able to have a little longer video with some explanation. So, but the tracing paper isn't going to let me blend like the regular paper will, but it still is going to give me an idea of color. So that's what I'm doing now. I think I'll throw in some more bluish over here. Okay. There, I kind of like that. Could always make this darker when I took blue instead of the purple. There we go. So there's that purple. And then, let's see, let's streak a little more of that through here. This blue and this base blue over here. More of an aqua. This is a turquoise tint. Let's see. Don't know if I want any of this green coming in, but we'll see. That's that green. What about this one? Yeah, I don't care for either of those, really. So let's try this. I think the paper towel rubs it off fairly well. Yeah. on the tracing paper. Didn't really care for that. Clean off my sponge pretty good anyway. And I'm gonna try this other green. This one's a little different shade. It's got a little more blue to it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It almost looks blue. Yeah, I like that. That's more aqua. So, kind of cools down that fiery red. And then I'm gonna come over here with yellow. Again, this is all idea. This is not locked in stone. So, let's put this here. Also, too, this will lay in differently on my actual paper that I'll be working on. I'm working on a multimedia paper. Doesn't quite have the tooth of some pastel paper, but I was playing with the idea of also doing some of this in a watercolor pencil. And so if I do that, then I need the multimedia paper. Now I'm going to come in. I don't really want this whole background pastel, but that's where I'm starting with this. Oops. Just tossed my kneaded eraser on the floor, or one of them anyway. So, and I think I would like some more intense, almost flame-like bits coming up here, because I am feeling like this will be, actually liked the way that looked underneath. I can see underneath. I know you can't. There, that's nice. Some of that in there. There. Okay, looks a little crazy right now, but not finished yet, am I? And I'm gonna come in here with this. I've got sponges all over the place here that are different degrees of. See, this doesn't want to add anymore. There is no tooth on tracing paper. So, alrighty, so now, set that back over here. I want to see what happens then when I add in some of this hot pink. Like if I come down here and this feather and this feather, if these have some hot pink going, I don't know if I want a little red in there, or maybe some of this dark purple. Nah, I like the lighter pink. Now these are supposed to be wispy feathers that hang down. So I'll have to use some different tools for some of that. And then maybe a little of this. Could have some of this pink. And then the reds. So the wings will be these reds and oranges pulling out. Yeah, this is going to be fun. But I won't be home tomorrow, so maybe I'll be able to work on this a little more on Friday. Okay. So these wings. Yeah, kind of liking that. Maybe more of the, so that I need to differentiate between the body and the wings. So the wings are going to be more the red. So that's going to be this. Just kind of block in these areas. And then the body and the head. I think we can pull some more of this purple. Although what this purple does with this yellowish orange, it kind of turns it to a fiery orange and almost a reddish tint. So I really like what those are doing as you run them together. And then I'm gonna play with getting into a little more of the yellow as we get up in here. So, and then his head, I'm gonna have to decide. I kind of think his head might incorporate more colors, like maybe a little bit of everything in his head. Now, please keep with me here. The whole purpose of what I'm doing is to decide on the color scheme. This is not about detail. It's about color scheme. So, yeah. Something I might do is just some straight up purple on his head. It looks like a warrior, doesn't he, with his, yeah, that's a dark purple. But if applied and not mixed with that yellow and orange, and I don't remember what that beak is going to be. Okay. But yeah, I do feel like liking the yellow coming through. Clean off the sponge a bit so I can get to the right color. And then this will be bright yellow. It's more orange because that isn't letting me apply that, but yeah. And then as it moves down, it'll move into that magenta and some of this orange. And then this will be in the background. So yeah, I think I like it a lot. And then I can always come in with a little bit of an intense blue, and we'll see. That's not that ice blue, but the ice blue may not show up. So we'll have to play with that at the end of the actual piece. So there you have it. That's how, when I'm unsure of how to do a piece, this is it. Play with that tracing paper to get an idea. So have fun with it. It's a piece of tracing paper. You're really not ruining anything. If you don't like it, you get out another sheet and you try it again. Have fun with it.